Man, it has been a strange day. I went to probation and I had to check in. I have to do a monthly check in, which is way cooler than it used to be. When I was on house arrest, I had to do weekly check ins, right? But I have to fill out this whole piece of paper and it's kind of weird. Let me show you guys, all right? So this is what we go through. This is what we go through every single month on probation. I'm not really complaining. It's super way more easy than what we had to go through on house arrest. But it asks you like your general information, and then it asks you some crazy shit like what your personal goals are. What are your top 2 personal goals? What did you do for them this month? What do you plan to do for them next month? It's always the same thing. I don't know, like build my businesses, help people, move forward in the community. Like, it just feels cheesy to put it down on paper. Like, I know what my goals are, and, it's easy for me to move forward with them, but then they want me to, like, write it all out. It feels icky. I can't stand it. But I have the best PO. My PO is super chill. And I was able to get my travel pass because this week I am going back to New York. I'm going to be meeting up with my dude, Ian. You guys know who Ian Bick is, I'm sure. The vast majority of you. A lot of you probably know who Larry Lawton is. S. Robson, what's up, dog? Good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. We got a mod in the house. So, yeah, a lot of you probably know who Larry Lawton is. I am meeting up with Larry Lawton in New York, and we're going to be recording some stuff. Got some cool stuff planned, so I had to go see the PO because I have to get permission to cross state lines. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. I'm pretty stoked on it. Yeah, Chad, yeah, Larry. And it's funny because Larry lives like 40 minutes from here, and we have not been able to get together here, but like it's cool because I really like what Q29 does. Like Q29 Studios are really dope, dude. Like, and they're awesome people, and they're always really accommodating, and I love the way stuff turns out when I record there. So I'm really stoked that me and Larry are going to get to record there. There's going to be some stuff for his channel. There's going to be some stuff for over here. How long do I have left? So here's the thing. I got 2 years probation, and I just started my probation, let's see, January, the end of January, because I was on house arrest for 2 years before that. Well, Woods, what's up, man? How you doing? Hold on, I think I saw some stuff about 2 wives. Me and my 2 wives love your content. That is amazing. I love everything about that statement and that sentence. Good for you. That's killer, man. Woman, friend, I can't tell by screen names who people are, and I'm sorry if I misgender anybody. There's never any intention to be insulting or disrespectful in my heart. But sometimes when I see the screen names, I don't know, and then I assume, and then I look like an ass, and that's not in my heart. I don't mean to do that to anybody. But whatever your situation is, it sounds cool as hell. And the fact that you guys like to watch my content, you people like to watch my content, do you see me? I'm trying to catch myself. I'm trying to be a better person with that. But you know what I mean. The fact that y'all like my content makes me really happy. I love everybody in this community. We have such an awesome community. There's so much love. There's so much support. There's so much acceptance of everybody. And that's what a community is to me. Hey, what's up, New York? Finland. Oh my God, I want to go to Finland. I wonder if Finland accepts felons. Does Finland like me? No nonsense player. Does Finland like me? Will they let me come? You all love me. I appreciate that. Do you consider someone who's on Matt clean? Here's the thing. 1,000% do I consider somebody who's on Matt clean. I 1,000% consider somebody who's on Matt clean. But here's the real deal. Why is it any of my business? Why is it anybody else's business? Are you their doctor? If you're not their doctor, if you're not their sponsor, it's none of your business. It's not my business. It's not your business. I personally 1,000% support Matt treatment, 100% across the board. But I'm also not anybody's physician. And that's something that should be a decision made between you and your physician. Period. I'm not qualified. Nobody that's not a medical professional is qualified. So it's really none of our business. But yeah, I support Matt 1,000%. Ithaca. Did I mess your name up? Ithaqua. Trans rights. 1,000% pro. I support everybody's human rights. Human rights should never be a political discussion. That should not be something that we have arguments about. Basic human rights are basic human rights. I love and respect everybody, period, across the board. Cute the Ghost. Oh, and by the way, Ithaca, Aqua. However that's pronounced, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Love and respect. Thank you so much. Cute the Goat. QE the Goat. I don't know how that's pronounced. I'm sorry. I suck for that. Yo, dude, I think your promo for this live, someone is pretending to be you and trying to scam through Telegram. I do not have a Telegram. I don't even know like how to mess with Telegram. I'm not messing with Telegram. Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. I want everybody in this community to know that I have one YouTube, period. I don't have a Telegram. I have a TikTok. I have a Facebook. I have a really like thin Insta. So like if you guys see other stuff and you haven't heard it from me directly, like on a video where you can tell like right now that I'm telling you, them bitches trying to scam y'all. Don't get took. I do not want people in my community getting took. It makes me really, really mad. Like I have one TikTok, but there's like 7 or 8 TikTok accounts with my name and picture, and they won't take them down. It's maddening. It's maddening. I'm going to actually tell a story about that in 1 second. Andrew Horn, thank you so much for the love and respect. Hey, bro, DMT has been helping me not drink for 60 days. Look, this isn't going to be a typical thing that you're going to hear from somebody who's like a recovery professional. I believe 1000% that psychedelics have the power to help us overcome our struggles and face our traumas and get out of our little tiny box that we live in and see things out of that perspective, which is great for us. DMT is dimethyltryptamine. It's the strongest hallucinogen known to man. It only lasts about 15 to 20 minutes though. So I wanted to tell you guys, so like one dude kept stealing all my videos on TikTok and he kept uploading them and he's using my face, he's using my name. So I'm like, I need to investigate. And I'm looking, I'm digging through and I'm like, all these videos are mine except for like 5 or 10 out of like 40 videos. So I go watch the videos that aren't me. And it's this dude here in Florida promoting his Christian rap, pretending to be me. So I'm not one to diss another person's music. We're musicians. We're all musicians. It's not my personal particular style of music. I don't like his approach for his trying to promote his music by using my name and my face. I think that kind of sucks to do. But get it how you live, bro. That's the only one that I didn't report. The other ones were trying to scam people. This dude was just trying to get people to listen to his music, bro. And like, I understand that. I'm with it. You're like 3 in my top 5 list of people I'd kill to chill with. And it's the last one's killing me, bro. Ithaca, thank you so much for taking the time to explain how to pronounce your name to me, because I know that like a lot of people like have names that are like a little bit more complex and have depth and soul and character like yours, and they understand that people are probably going to mispronounce them. I don't want to be the person who mispronounces them. Thank you for taking the time to explain it to me. And I would not want you to have to kill to chill with me. It's all about location, because if we're ever in the same spot, I'll just slide through. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just a normal average dude, bro. I'm just a greasy tattooed Irish dude, and I would kick it with any of y'all. It's just location. Respect JD, brother, always. Sheffield, England. Yo, our brothers across the pond. What's up, my man? How you doing? So yeah, the dude who was trying to just promote his music, I get it. I don't think it's the best approach because we have very different music styles. So like using my appearance, and I don't know that the people that are attracted to my content, the people that find value and are interested in my content are going to want to hear like the positive Christian rap. I don't know that it's a good fit, but there are a lot of people out there with fake TikTok accounts of me trying to scam people out of money. And so I have to make regular announcements about it. Dylan Coleman, my friend, my buddy, my dude, what's up? Hey, JD, huge freaking fan, man. I know you're a big metal guy. What's your opinion on the Pantera reunion tour to honor Dimebag and Vinnie Paul? Dylan, my friend, look, I can't do the fan thing. That's for people who think that they're stars or something like that, bro. I'm just a dude. We could be friends. Can we be friends? This is our internet hug up, bro. So look, man, Pantera has had some troublesome stuff, man. Like Phil's associations with white supremacist stuff and some of the references in his music make the music impossible for me personally to embrace. I do think that, like, of course, Dimebag was an amazing guitarist. Vinny was an amazing drummer. But I can't get past that white supremacist shit, bro. Like, that sinks it for me. So I haven't been on the Pantera bandwagon since I really and I was listening to him when I was so young, and I was like, singing the words and screaming along with it. And then it came to a point where I started to understand what he was talking about, and I was like, no. Now that I know what he's saying and how hateful some of that stuff is, I can't vibe. I just can't vibe with it. There's a lot of other metal bands out there that, are about acceptance. They're about, positivity and love. Like, I mean, you would think from the name Hatebreed that Hatebreed would be a really negative ass band. Hatebreed, dude, bro, Jamie Josta is a really positive person, and he sings about some really uplifting stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, some of my other mods are here. I just want to recognize Spades is here. Spades, how you doing, brother? Big love. Jessica Culp is here. Sis, I'm so glad to have you here. Hatebreed is awesome, man. So I got to meet Hatebreed. Hatebreed was coming through town with a band called Glassjaw, right? And, I love Glassjaw. They're another one of those bands that, as I matured, some of their lyrics, I was just like, holy crap. Because some of it's really super misogynist. And it was really hard to deal with some of the misogyny. They've since come out with an apology for some of their lyrics, and they've changed their perspectives and their views on things, which I think was very mature of them. Like Daryl, the singer, a really super cool guy, but he was doing a drum off at this place called the Wild Duck in Eugene, Oregon. They were touring with Hatebreed. Him and Jamie were both singers, and they were like, let's do a drum off. And they're getting there, and they're and Daryl knew that I was the singer from a band that was there in town, and he goes, hey, JD, you're a singer too. Come do this drum off. He didn't realize I got my drum set tatted on my arm right here because I've been playing drums forever, ever. So I got up there, and I'm just double bass, just killing it. And I slaughtered them both. And JD was such a cool dude, man. Hanging out with Hatebreed and Glassjaw was awesome. Erwin, my dude, what's up, man? Just finished a 60-hour work week, got confirmed the weekend off, so I'm excited. Relax, play some video games, and hopefully finish a tattoo stretch. Hey, that sounds like a perfect weekend to me, man. That's awesome. I'm really stoked to hear that. That's super cool. The band Cattle Decapitation sings about butchering bigots and pedos. They're great. Hell yeah. 100% with that. So look, I'm going to be doing something, and I don't know how many of you guys are gamers. I know that a lot of people on my videos, when I'm doing my skits and everything, a lot of people are like, stop making fun of nerd culture. And I'm like, bro, it's not me. It's just what those dudes gravitate towards. And I've seen that in there from my lived experience. So, I'm going to be doing something kind of nerdy. I don't know how many gamers I have on here, but any gamer that's on here is going to know that Diablo 4 is coming. It's coming. We already got the beta. I spent hours playing the beta. I got the premium, platinum edition, but I'm going to start playing some Diablo 4 when it comes out on just live stream, just hanging out. I also want to start a guild. This is how nerdy I am. I want to start a Diablo guild. And if anybody wants to join the Diablo guild, I would be super stoked. I think we could do it cross-platform. So like Jessica was saying, that she's on a Xbox. It doesn't matter. Xbox, PlayStation, computer. I was playing with my homeboy Rick, and Rick plays on computer, and I play on PS5. So if y'all want to join the guild and play and go live, like, I'm gonna be doing that for a while once it comes out. It should be fun. Jess has to go to her son's band concert. Hey, always family first, family above everything, especially our kids, Jess. Big love and respect to you and the child, man. JD, playing D&D with me and mine would be great. We play post-apocalyptica stuff. I'm into all that type of stuff, bro. I'm into all that type of stuff. Trav, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see. Family numero uno. 1000%, bro. Like, when it really gets down to the core of it, you know, you guys know that I spent like a long time lost in the crime and the prison, the drugs, all the trash, bro. Like, there came a point where I realized that I was just wasting my life. And I was acting like a bitch, dog. Like, for me to be incarcerated while I had a kid growing up out there on the streets without a dad, it's bitch behavior. 100% on me. Should have been there for those years of my son's life. That was bitched up. There wasn't anything gangster about that. There wasn't anything tough about that. I was out trying to be a fucking criminal and a gangster, and I left my son out there to fend for himself for a few years. And that's trash. And I'll never, ever go back to being that human being. So, you know, we talk a lot about it because it's an interesting subject, but when it comes down to the fact of the matter, bro, it was trash-ass behavior, and life should be about our kids. If you're gonna have kids, if you end up in a situation where you have kids, whether you wanted to have kids or not, whether you were ready or not, because I don't think anybody's ever really truly ready. You might think you are, you might want kids, but the reality of kids, I don't think we're ever 100% ready, man. It's a learning process, just like a lot of things in life. But you gotta be committed and you gotta make them your priority, period. That's just what it is. So, I see a lot of love going on in here right now. So after I went to probation today, right? And my probation officer is super cool, like super easy to work with. And she asked me, she like looked at me and she's like, "Hey, DeLay, can you do a drug test today?" And I'm like, "I can always do a drug test." And like, I'd recorded a video before I even left about how like I'm so stoked that I don't have to worry or stress about if I'm going to get a drug test or not. I got the drug test. I haven't been drug tested in like since January. I was starting to think that no one wanted to look at my junk, and that hurts my feelings. It's hurtful. It's neglectful. So she asked me if I was ready to take a drug test. I am down. I'm ready. So I went to take my drug test. Of course I passed 100%. And like, I've given so many drug tests at the places that I work. Like, I know the procedure by heart. You know what I'm saying? You go, you put the cup, they run the stick in the cup, it comes back clean, and they tell you can go dump it out. She tells me to go dump it out, and I take it and I just toss it in the trash without dumping the pee in the toilet at all whatsoever. So now there's just all this warm piss in the trash right next to the desk. And she's like, "DeLay, really?" And I was like, "Oh, damn, bro." I was like, "You want me to take this trash out?" She's like, "No, it's cool. I'll have someone handle it." I'm like, "Yo, officer, this whole office is gonna smell like hot piss. We in Florida right now. You can't just be having piss in the trash can in the goddamn hot sun Florida. Goddamn it, it's gonna smell real bad." And she was like, "No, I'll have someone else take care of it." So I felt like such an amateur. But right around the corner from there is a gym that I'm not a member of, and I normally just walk straight through. I just look like I belong there, and nobody ever says anything. But the dude was like, "Hey, bro, can you sign in?" I'm like, "I'm not a member here. What do you mean?" And he's like, "Oh, okay." So I ended up having to pay like $10 to work out today. But they have some nice equipment, and I was about it. It was sick. Like, I was pretty into it. Dang, got to work out on time on Friday, and Pointy Nips is live. That's me all day, every day. Nips on flex. Kind of off topic, did you ever experience paranormal stuff while you were locked up? not in prison, but in the Oregon State Hospital, where they kept the people that were. It's like it was an insane asylum. Like that's the stigmatized word for it. Like that's not like really the word that you would use today for it, but like back in the day, back when I was working there while I was in prison, like everybody just called it the loony bin. And there was some really wild stuff there, man. Really wild stuff. Stuff would come flying, and I don't mean just like, oops, you know, like when a cat knocks something off of the kitchen counter and it just sort of falls. I mean, I've seen stuff out of nowhere fly across the kitchen. Just fly. And no one's even on that side of the room. But stuff comes flying across the room. And it was never directly at us. Like, I don't feel like it was malicious or anything. But, like, you could tell that, like, a lot of people had died there. A lot of people had died in the Oregon State Hospital. The Oregon State Hospital is the same place that they filmed One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That movie with Jack Nicholson that was based on a book by Ken Kesey. And like, I felt like there was just a lot of very unrestful spirits there, like very angry types of presences. So the fact that stuff was flying off shelves every once in a while, and there was a lot of like dark places in there. You would hear weird noises and stuff like that. So you had to stop that convict thinking that you could just walk in without paying for your gym membership. Yeah, dude, cold caught me, bro. And like, I wasn't mad that he did, bro. I just, you know, I paid the $10 for the guest fee. Being responsible is 100% gangster. Being responsible, being accountable, being honest in all of our affairs. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. Definitely agree with that. Yeah, you love the hat. So like, I know that it's like it's a beer hat. You know what I'm saying? But I absolutely love this hat. It was given to me when I was doing some media work for a distribution company that's one of the largest like alcoholic beverage distributors in the state of Florida, SR Perot. And they used to bring me all this swag, and they offered me unlimited free beer. Like, I could have had unlimited free beer, but I was already in recovery. I'm like, where were you like 5 years ago when I was spending hella money on drinks? You know, they were like, we can get you all the free samples, like cases and cases, stacks. I'm like, can you guys get me energy drinks? They were like, yeah, not really. I'm like, how about just water? And they're like, we hate you, bro. We'll just get you swag. So I saw something really cool, man. Bungler. Miss you, brother. Good to see your face. Sean and Eugene. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? Which Sean? I know several Seans. I love several Seans. There are several amazing Seans that I love and care about in Eugene. Thank you for the love and support. I really appreciate you. And now I'm intrigued. You have my full undivided attention at the moment, sir. So yeah, working at the mental hospital there in Salem, Oregon was wild. Mark said, JD, you're an inspiration, brother. So glad that I got to catch my first live. I found you from Jay Williams' channel and instantly subscribed. You seem like a very great person. Thanks for sharing you. Hey, man, like that whole thing with Jay was such an honor and such a blessing. And I'm so glad that the people that are on his channel appreciated my story and like could feel what I was saying. And that you guys have so many of you guys have come over here, man. You are very welcome in this community. Jay is one of my really, like, I consider Jay like family now. I love Jay to death. He's amazing. Life in Prison, West Virginia. What's up, man? If you guys aren't following Life in Prison, West Virginia, he's an amazing human being. He has a great story, and you guys should check him out, man. His content is fire all the time. Let's see. There it is. Bungler. It's Broken Sean. Broken Sean? Now, see, that doesn't really tell me anything, bro. Like, we're all kind of broken. But, like, if this isn't a Sean that I directly know, but you said you miss me, and you're from Eugene, so I'm assuming that this is, like, Sean that I went to high school with, or maybe this is Sean who always had the really dope Hondas that made me listen to Kevin Gates for the very first time, or Sean that I used to brew beer with. I have so many Seans that I love. I don't know that many bad Seans. I don't really know that I know any bad Seans. So whatever, bro, whether I knew you personally or not, I love you and I'm glad that you're here and I appreciate you, man. And I hope to meet up with you when I come back to Eugene, regardless of which Sean you are. Look, we're all broken and that's okay. We don't have to be complete. We don't have to be healed. We can all be works in progress. We can all be on the mend, or we can be still breaking down. Whatever part of the road that you're on, you're loved and you're accepted and it's okay. And it's all part of getting to where you want to be eventually. Just keep taking the right steps, keep doing the hard work, and love yourself and give yourself grace along the way because you deserve it. House of Broken Men. I love you, bro. I love you. It is so good to see you, man. Oh, thank you for clarifying. I appreciate you so much. This gentleman, Sean, wrote a poem that resonated so hard with me that I asked his permission to set it to acoustic and sing it. And it just hit so hard. Like the words were so potent and I marinated on them for so long. I love you, brother. I'm so glad that you're here. I understand the reference, Broken now. Thank you so much. Harvey Talks Prison is here, you guys. Man, Harvey is a great dude. He's one of my moderators. If you guys aren't following Harvey, you should be following Harvey. He's awesome. And Harvey, we say this every single time, but me and you need to hit a mutual live, bro. We need to chat, or we could just get on the old StreamYard and we could do some content and do some permanent videos together. It's up to you, bro, Harvey, but we need to make some content. Is there a place where we can see your songs? If you have Spotify, if you have Apple Music, if you have Amazon Music, if you just want to Google, or if you just want to look me up here on YouTube, there is a dedicated music channel for my music. So yes, you can absolutely look up my music. It's all under JD Delay. So if you Spotify at JD Delay, Amazon at JD Delay, Apple at JD Delay, there's also another JD Delay channel here. Ian, you're keeping me going, brother. I got a year off all hard drugs except for marijuana. Thanks for the hope. Ian, yeah, buddy. A year is amazing, and we're all proud of you. This whole community is proud of you. I appreciate you, man. Keep running it. Wide brim hats be some of the best hats, by the way. Love them for fishing and hiking. I love this wide brim hat for everything, except when I start trying to fist congratulate people because I keep hitting it. Frankenstein. Hello, and thank you, Frankenstein. I appreciate you. Hey, man, you've been a huge inspiration. Any ideas, thoughts on how to get involved and help some of these inmates that might have gotten a bad rap? Are you talking about still incarcerated? Look, if you're not currently on paper, you can absolutely go in and do outreach work. There's a lot of NA, a lot of AA. There's a lot of different programs that go in and just minister to people and help them out and hopefully help them, to take a different path when they get out. Because it's fairly easy when you're in there. There's limited access to things. If you're balling out in there and you're hustling and you're a gang member and all that, you can definitely get your hands on whatever you want to get your hands on. But it's a lot easier to stay clean in there. I feel like, even though the drugs are available, it's easier to stay clean in there. Once you get out to the streets, it's so easy to fall back into the bad patterns, man. And people need to be prepared for what they're going to come out to, because that recidivism rate here in the US is wild. I was fortunate to have a short sentence and get my life back together, and I just want to pay it forward. Look, man, there's so many ways that you can be of service to people. I don't know exactly what area you live in, but there's a lot of areas that have transitional services where they help people when they get out. Like if people need, to get picked up and, at the jail or the prison when they're paroling and, driven to go see their PO to do their first check-in, to go by the DMV, to get their ID, to go get their social security card. there's a lot of stuff like that. There's a lot of programs, but it all depends on what area you're in and what services they offer as to whether or not you're going to be able to help them. So you get Poontang? Where? I mean, I'm married. Like, that's not even a flex, bro. Sean, did you put your last live up? I did not see it, bro. Sean, so it was glitchy so much that I just decided not to put it up, brother. Like, I didn't want to put up something and have people investing like an hour of their life in something that was glitchy and frustrating. So when there's like technical difficulties like that, I don't want to put it up and have people start watching it and go, what is this trash? So I just put that one to unlisted, and I figured that I would get in here for Florida Man Friday on the old iPhone. Well, hey, here's a whole nother shout out, and this one's gonna stay up. Sean is my dude. That's what's up. Patrick said, "What's up, JD? Good to see you live this afternoon. Welcome and thank you for being here, my man. I really appreciate it." Bear, you're not late to the party. You're right on time. Thank you for being here. So, look, I'm currently wrestling with YouTube. They don't want to let me release this video. I really want to release it. I'm worried that it's going to get me another one of those dings where they make it 18 and over. And I'm really not trying to do that because I feel like if you have enough of those, they kind of like suppress your channel a little bit. But it's probably going to be coming out. And if I can't get it nailed out to where I think it's going to be satisfactory for YouTube, it means so much to me, and I really want to put it out that I'm going to look at putting it out somewhere else. I'm seeing that people are saying Rumble. Multiple people are saying Rumble. I'm going to look into Rumble, and I'm going to look into a couple of other options because I'm finding more and more stuff that I want to be able to release, and I'm worried that YouTube just ain't going to have it. It's not as oppressive as what goes on TikTok, but it's still annoying. Goat says, Lil Black Cloud is amazing, makes me cry all the time. Best wishes, all y'all struggling through these issues. Yo, I love you. You even went back and checked out something that I recorded years and years and years ago in my living room. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. That means a lot to me that you dug way back there to check out some of my music. That's just some of my old acoustic stuff that was just live. That wasn't even studio. That was just me sitting there with a Samsung. Yeah, it's the shame for me. It's the shame. I used to do Androids. I didn't like iPhones. I was opposed for some reason until I got my first iPhone, and I was like, yo, this is the business. This is where I need to be. Let's see. Love your videos. Reminds me of Ryan Leone a little bit. Loved the corn video. Man, rest in peace, Ryan, man. 100%. Rest in peace, Ryan. No, Samsung is dope. So are you saying no, Samsung is dope? Or no, Samsung is dope? Because there was no commas in there. There was no like punctuation at all. I'm not saying that Samsungs aren't dope. I'm saying that like I can do a lot more with my iPhone, and I appreciate using the iPhone. JD, I want to get with you. I'm Jay Williams' homeboy, and I was Selly's. Oh, yo, Woody. Yeah, man. Woody, just, Woody, have Jay give you my phone number, bro. You straight. If you want to get with me and talk or do something, bro, just tell Jay that I said to give you my number. That's 100% legit, dog. You sent me an email, bro. Which email address? I got so many email addresses and I get so many emails. My stuff is like swamped. He's coming tomorrow. He's coming to my wedding Sunday. Bro, Woody, you're getting married? Congratulations, my brother. Hey, everybody, I want to give a big shout out to Woody and the life that he's about to start with his fiance, who's going to be his wife. She's going to be Mrs. Woody as of Sunday. That is amazing. I love seeing big steps like that. I love seeing people that love each other coming together in that type of a positive way. Woody, best wishes to you and to your soon-to-be wife, man. Big love to you both. Absolutely. So, I don't know. You guys, I'm going to admit something. I'm kind of a hopeless romantic. Like, I love a good love story. I know that's not alpha male. I'm not being a high value alpha male by saying this. But bitch, I get off on seeing people fall in love and live happily ever after. That shit makes me happy as hell. Like, 100%, I got some hopeless romantic that lives up in this big, tattooed, trash-ass, slick, freckled Irish body. 110%. I want to see everybody happy with whatever person makes them happy, appreciates them, loves them, and makes them feel complete, because I have that. So I want to see it for everybody else, man. I want to see everybody get that. Kristen says it's alpha as fuck to get to the point of the mission. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, so now you guys know a secret about me. I am secretly a hopeless romantic. I will also cry anytime I'm watching a movie and a dog dies. Big, rubbery, wet one. Like, a whole bus full of nuns could die, like, and I'll be like, damn. You know, like, 100 dudes could get blasted up or exploded. Whatever. It's all good. You know, damn, that happened. One dog dies? Why the dog die? I can't handle this. That shit messes me up. I don't watch movies with rape scenes, and I don't want to watch no movie where no dog dies, unless it's John Wick, because he kills every single dude in the world over that dog, and I can relate to that. I would want to do that too. If somebody murked my dog, I would go on a murking spree, 100%. Shocker, he's a big softie. Who'd have thought? You got me. Let's see here. If the dog dies, I cry too. I feel that. Yeah, anything that bad that happens to animals, I can't do it, bro. I don't know why people get off on killing dogs in movies. It seems like a thing that happens. Probably because they know you're going to get that reaction out of people. But, like, I'm not messing with it, bro. It's alpha to carry yourself true to your character and not give a damn about other people or their perspective on you. Well, I'm going to say this right now. I've been on the news so many times for bad shit. So I don't really everybody's seen the worst of me already. So, I mean, I've been on the news 3 or 4 times for the work I do in recovery now and the ways that I've been helping my community. That's pretty dope. But, my reputation's already been trash. So, anybody saying any bad shit about me, they're probably right. Probably happened. I probably did some bad shit. I'm not out here pretending that I'm any type of fucking angel, bro. I'm not out here pretending like I've ever been perfect, or that I'm perfect right now, or that I'm ever going to be perfect. I'm just a dude who's trying to be better than I was the day before. So, you know, I'm not too concerned with how people view me. What I'm concerned about is the effect that I have on people and the way that I treat them and the way that I make other people feel about themselves when they're having interactions with me, because that's what's important to me. I want to build people up. I want to make people feel better about themselves. I want to give people elevation and education and reassurance that they can do what they want to do and be who they want to be in life. That shit's important to me. So my reputation is trash, been trash for years, and I'm good with it. It's not a big deal. Progressive overloading your recovery. I love that. Trying to be a better person than you were yesterday. That's how I think of every day, man. And that's really all that we have. No matter what our goals are, we're just trying to do it a little bit better than we were the day before. 1000%. I've only been on the news for chasing people with a chainsaw. Lord Marcus Bagwell, I think we need a little more context to that comment, sir. Come with it. You're not just going to spill a little tea and then let us assume or marinate on that. I'll have weird dreams about like, what the fuck was he talking about with the chase? You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch Evil Dead way too many times, bro. I need to know. Give me the rest. I want the dates. Every last one of them. Respect from San Jose. Hey, what's up, Jason? Respect from Daytona Beach, Florida. That's where I am today. Hey, Shelby, what's up, girl? How you doing, Shelby? So, yo, I saw that Insta that you did about the 4-step. Get into the 4-step. Don't run from the 4-step. Don't fear the 4-step. The 4-step good for you. I swear to God. Good to see you, sister. Thank you for being here. Your views on dogs are the same views as it is with children. They did not deserve it. It's uncalled for, plain and simple. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. My man, it's Steve. Hey, what's up, bro? The interview with you and Steve the cop was awesome. Would love to meet next time you come to New York. Dead pedos don't reoffend. Hey, everybody, that is CO Steve. So I know some of you probably watched the interview that I did with the ex-CO. He's not a CO anymore. Now he works actually as somebody who helps people transition when they get out of prison towards being back on the streets and living the life that we expect people to live when they get out, but most people don't give them the help that they need. So that's Steve. And Steve, I hope that I get to see you. We've got a pretty tight filming schedule. I'm not sure exactly how things are going to go down, but yeah, big love and respect to you, dude. That interview turned out really good, and I'm really stoked. I don't know if you guys have seen, I just dropped an interview with an ex-New York police officer that was pretty dope because we got to sit across the table, you know, ex-career criminal and ex-cop, and talk about some stuff. And I wanted to like know certain things. You know, he had some experience in working in narcotics, so I wanted to know the inner workings of like, how do they get our phone records? What can they see? You know what I'm saying? These are things that I'd always wondered and I'd been tweaked out and like sketching on and everything. And I got to sit across the table from a dude and talk to him in real time about that. Like, how hard is it to get a warrant? Like, every time they've had a warrant, how much work went into that for them to come and search my house or, you know, whatever they did. So, Lord Marcus says, my mom is blind, so I have experience with loss of sight. So I was the only one of the actors that were allowed to touch the chainsaw. It was cool. That's dope. I like that. John Prim says, where were you locked up at? Which time, my man? That's a vague-ass question for a dude like me. So I went to state, like the state prisons that I went to were in Oregon. I went Coffee Creek, Snake River, Warner Creek, OSP, OSPM, Santiam, Mill Creek, back to Santiam, graduated. They let me go. They gave me a check for $50 and said, kick rocks and flip-flops. Get the hell out of here, kid. So, you know, that was cool. As far as doing state time anywhere else, I haven't done it. I've been to a few county jails here in the state of Florida. So, oh, the GOAT. The GOAT is back. What's up? Man, I only been in the news for having my jaw smashed into 3 pieces with 4 metal plates and a few screws. Yo, that sucks. That sounds terrible. I'm really sorry that you went through that. That's brutal, man. And to have that on the news, that's mad brutal. Terry Williams, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That fox is adorable. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. JD, what do you do when someone did you so dirty, but you can't get in trouble? Well, are you talking about this JD or 5 years ago JD? Because it's a completely different scene. Completely different scene. There's always ways to get away with everything. There just is. There's ways to get away with everything. There are super easy ways to get away with homicide right now. But I probably shouldn't give all that out. That's probably not good information to tell everybody. But yeah, look, man, just the other day I was at the hospital with my wife. And I bumped into the dude who did a controlled buy on me. Now, I've talked to this dude dozens of times since this controlled buy, even since I found out that it was him that did the controlled buy. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to put me away for a really long time. Like when I think about it, he was trying to do a buy that would have been trafficking, knowing that I had pistols, so it would have been armed trafficking. It would have been 15 to 30 years in prison here in the state of Florida. But he already owed me money. He owed me for like a quarter. He was trying to get a half. And so I ended up slapping the shit out of him while he had a cop's camera on him. I took the cop's money, and I pushed him out my hotel room. And then I hit him back a while later, and I told him to come through, and I gave him the quarter because he had already owed me for a quarter. So it wasn't enough to get me the trafficking charge, but he did get me sales of meth within 1,000 feet of a school charge. And so I ended up beating the 1,000 feet of a school because it was not 1,000 feet. It was 1,044 feet. So I ended up getting that taken care of and squashed. But I saw this dude at the hospital the other day. And he's doing good. He's in recovery. He's working in recovery. He went to school to become a social worker. And now he's helping people that have overdosed to get directly into services for detox, treatment, sober living. So when I saw him, I hugged the dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably not something that you would expect to hear from somebody that somebody did a control buy on him, and next time they seen him, they gave him a hug. I hugged the dude. He's out there living his best life. He's doing the best that he possibly can. He was strung out. He was in a bad position, and he did something that probably was not the best thing to do to me. But I can't expect to get grace and forgiveness for all the terrible shit that I did, the ways that I victimized the community, the ways that I hurt other people, if I'm not willing to forgive those who have done wrong against me. That's just how I see it. And I want to be able to make up for the things that I've done. I want to be able to even those scales. I want to be able to make up for the damage and the wreckage that I've caused in other people's lives and in my family's life and in my victims' lives, you know? So I have to be willing to forgive those who have done damage to me. It's just the way it works. Let's see. Any thoughts on psychedelic therapy for addiction? I think that psychedelics can be used in many positive ways to be able to progress and get perspectives on things that we're not going to be able to get in our normal everyday life. But I think that psychedelics are kind of an amazing tool because it can go a couple different ways with psychedelics. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're taking psychedelics just to like party, yeah, woo, I want to see shit melt, you know what I'm saying? Then you're not going to really get what you need to get out of it. But if you go into psychedelics, like there's ayahuasca retreats where they send people that are struggling with addiction strictly for the purpose of trying to reset their spirit and their mind and the balance inside of them so that they can get their footing and move forward differently. Resetting themselves, tripping with a purpose. Exactly. It all comes down to what your intent is, man, with a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same as if someone who's in cannabis recovery, people who are on long-term pain management and they don't want to be on chemicals. They don't want to be on big pharma. They would rather take a plant route. That's different than somebody who knows that they're an addict, who knows that they take things to a negative level, and they're just like, man, I just really want to rip bongs all day, 24/7. That's different than somebody who's in pain management. That's different than somebody who uses it for their anxiety. That's different than somebody who uses it for, medical purposes, mental health purposes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying that using marijuana recreationally is a bad thing. I just know that for myself, I would probably take it to an unhealthy level unless I had my intentions set correctly. And that's difficult for a lot of people who have substance use issues. Mushrooms gave me a bad trip, but gave me like 10 plus M of no psilocybin thoughts. I support psychedelic more than canna at this point. Yo, like here's the thing: is like I would be much more likely. I would be much more likely to use psychedelics than I would be to use cannabis personally. I will tell you guys a little secret. When I first got into recovery, one of my friends came from Eugene, Oregon, and he was like, "Bro, I got a present for you." And he dropped like 4 hits of acid, in a little bag in my hand, and he said, "Save this for when you feel like you're gonna need it." And still have it. It's been 4 years that it's sat there, and I've not felt like I need a reset because I just feel like I'm aligned. No, Sean, you know what? Like, I get people talking about mushrooms are better than LSD because LSD is man-made. Mushrooms fuck my stomach up so bad. So bad. And the last thing that I want is to be sitting cramped up and shit when I'm tripping. It just doesn't, it takes entirely away from the effect of me being able to focus on stuff. I've always had a great relationship with L. Always. I've never had a bad time with L. I've had a bad time with mushies. Personally, I would prefer to do DMT over anything else. That's just my personal thoughts on it. It's such a commitment, bro. Like, I'm such an adult now, and I don't really have, like, hours to spend. But 15 to 20 minutes where I can't fathom time and everything seems infinite and I have no physical, like, connection with my body, I can afford 15 or 20 minutes, and I feel like DMT is the shortcut. It shoots you straight there. So, I haven't been able to do that in a very long time. I think the last time that I was able to do that was the country fair well over a decade ago. But I've always had an incredible relationship with DMT. There's a place at the Oregon Country Fair. The Oregon Country Fair is a huge festival fair out in the woods where it's really heady and people camp out for a month to 2 weeks to, do this like 5-day event out there. And, we set up all this crazy, amazing stuff. And I used to work security out there. And there was a place called the DMTP. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a teepee where people smoke DMT, and there was a shaman who would guide people through their trips and bang on a drum and make sure that you were hydrating and all this. It was wild as hell, bro. I sat on a hay bale and got DMT'd the foot out, bro. It was absolutely an incredible experience that I shared with some of my favorite people. It was awesome. So I love my wife. Jax, a lot of you guys know that Jax was in the hospital. She's having ear problems. It seems like her ear is swelling shut. It's a bad deal, and I'm very concerned about it. She got a CAT scan. It was inconclusive, so they're telling her that she needs to get an MRI. But she spent all day on the phone yesterday trying to get the referral, trying to talk to the insurance. Like, literally, she was on hold with the insurance company for 2.5 hours when it hit 5 o'clock, and she went from being on hold to them just hanging up on her. Super frustrating. She's way too good of a human being, way too kind, way too compassionate, and she goes way too soft on people. I feel like I would have been aggressive. I want to get this done. No, you're not putting me back on hold. I will raise all hell. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to follow you home. Give me my referral. But she's just a sweetheart. So she spent a whole day trying to get that figured out. So she also picked up coils. And the guy gave her the wrong coils. So every time I hit this, it's like burnt cotton. It tastes awful. And I know it's not the juice because the juice is dope. The juice came straight from the homie. I get my juice from a dude who's a local dude, who's a family man, who's in recovery, who makes amazing juice, and I know exactly what's going in it. It's VG, it's PG, vegetable glycerin, plant glycerin, and it's at a good mix of the two, And then there's the flavors that he puts in it. And that's in 3% nicotine, the lowest percent nicotine that you can really get to have a point in putting it in it. So, lower the wattage or voltage. Dude, I keep trying. AIB, what's up? Thank you so much for the love and support. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. Big love and respect to you. I'm going to try to lower the wattage even more. Damn it, that totally worked. Thank you for educating me. Thank you for elevating me on that. It's almost like I'm not hitting though. I'm not getting the cloud that I want. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be Big Dragon, but I cannot be Big Dragon with these coils. It's terrible. All right, you guys. It is about 6 o'clock. Honey Badger Diaries. Big love and respect. Thank you so much. Big love and respect to you. I appreciate the support. Hold on. As soon as you burn a coil, it'll always taste burnt. You have to find the right wattage, then change the coil. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. I think that I hear Jax just got home and she had to pick up groceries on the way home. So I'm going to go help my wife bring in the groceries. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for riding out with me. I will be back on live on Sunday for our regularly scheduled Sunday Night Live. Thank you for coming to Florida Man Friday. Big love and respect. Be good or be good at it. I'll see you on the next one, baby.